Now you might be wondering, what is this lovely post that I'm working with? This is my ballet bar that my accent made for me. Yes, I did ballet. It was one of the best things I ever did in my life, and I really, really miss it. So, yes, so that's what we're using is a ballet bar. Now, this is going to be a little bit of an easier one. So we got into this position. Maybe, he broke open my guards. I'm just into this position. One of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to try and come over here, right? We already worked on this, right? This Tarzan drill position. So I get this nice little hook here. I'm between his two legs. I'm going to pull myself over and grab the ankle. Now I'm going to put my heels into the ground and I'm going to pull, right, until I get all the way underneath him. I want to be all the way up so that my his ankle or his leg is tucked pretty tight into my armpit. Now this is just like the warm-up, right? I come up, right? And I'm getting nice and tall here, hips off the ground, so I'm as high off my shoulders as I possibly can be. I might even say, I don't know that I can get much taller than this. So the foot positioning on this is pretty much the same, right? But now I'm on the inside of the leg. So my toes are turned out, my foot's on the hip here. My other foot is tucked under his butt. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start to rotate in, right? This is going to make him light on this heel, right? I still have this grip on the heel as well, right? And then I'm going to, once I have that light, I'm going to pick it up just a little bit. I'm going to turn my legs the other way. This is one thing that we do with a high single, right? So if I am up, right, and my leg, especially if it's up, when my leg turns out, my hip tends to drop to that side, right? It gets lower, and that's going to change my balance to that direction. And so what we're doing here is we're collapsing the hip by causing that external rotation of the leg with the foot up off the ground. So again, he stood up, whatever. Maybe I'm, have my feet on the hips. Maybe I've got a hook behind his hip or behind his knee already. I'm going to come over to the side and stretch both my legs out. I've got that nice ankle grip, right? I'm just hooking here. I'm not doing a seat grip. I'm just hooking with thumb and forefingers together. I'm going to dig my heels in until I get all the way underneath them, as high as I possibly can get. And then I come up. So I'm off and I'm on my shoulders as much as possible. This foot is tucked under his hip. This foot is on the front of the hip. I'm pitching my knees together. I turn inward. I lift that heel up just a little bit and I turn outward hard. So I externally rotate his leg. Not like I'm forcing it, but I'm going through a larger range of motion, right? And I'm moving his leg because I'm controlling the femur at this point. I'm not controlling the lower leg. I don't want to fight any rotation here. Now, once he comes down, I want to keep this grip really, really tight. Why? Because we want to set up that straight ankle lock that we did in the last video. So, that's just a kind of a scoop under. Now, to do the, to get your legs up, guys, all it is this, right? What we do every day in our warm-ups, right? So I'm just rolling back, I'm getting it up on my shoulders. I don't want any pressure on my neck, it's just on my shoulders. So if I'm here, right, I'm just grabbing that, like that, all right? So that is like, I don't even know what to call that. Like, I dive in deep and then do a back roll and grab onto the leg and knock him over. It's that sweep, okay?